Can you share with a young athlete? I'm a father of two young girls who are in athletics. And what are some inspiring words you would share with a young athlete, male or female, that you've learned along your journey and that you also are now seeing in other athletes that you've come across?
Yeah, that's great. I think for me, something that always resonates and has always kind of been stuck in my mind is something my dad would always say pre-game, if I was nervous for a competition or a game, or even after, if I was upset about how it went. My dad would always say, "Well, did you do your best? Like, did you do your best that you could possibly do?" And I'd always be like, "Yeah, of course I did my best. Like, obviously, like I tried as hard as I could and I prepared the right way." He'd be like, "Okay, then, that's all you can do." And so I think for athletes growing up, like you said earlier, you're going to have those prodigies who specialize in sport and like that's it for them. And then they're going to go be on the US team and it's awesome. And like that's so cool. And I hope that for everyone. But a lot of times you look at athlete stories and it's not like that. It's up and down. You might change sports last minute. Like you might not even find a sport till a certain time in your life. You might get injured. Like there's a lot of things that come. You might be struggling with not being the best player or, your role changes between seasons. I played high school field hockey, basketball, and lacrosse. On the field hockey team, I wasn't good, but I played. On basketball, I didn't play and I wasn't that good. And then lacrosse team, like I had to be one of the stars. And so, your role changes throughout seasons and sports that you play. And so I think just putting your best foot forward, like, did I do my best? Did I hustle to every ground ball? Did I put my best foot forward and prepare, watch enough film, listen to my coaches, do my conditioning over the summer? Like, did you, or did you show up to training camp out of shape? Right. And so, like, controlling what you can control and putting your best foot forward, I think is something that has always stuck with me, whether I was the best player on my team or the worst player. Because at that point, you're just saying, okay, God, like, I have done everything in my possible power to give you the opportunity to use it. And you know what? He might take it certain directions, but that's the best thing that you can do. And I also think it takes some of the weight off of you for the outcome of a game, right? You're not going to win every single game. No one
Hmm.
does. And so in those tough losses as an athlete, it's really helpful to know like no regrets and just be able to have that freedom.
Wow. I'm going to snippet that and I'm going to show it to all the high school baseball teams that I coach about the hard work, the off-season programming. Did you do your best? That was such gold right there. Thank you so much.
No, it's
So,
important. I think
yeah.
that's, like, the biggest teller of, like, do you love your teammates? Like, truthfully, like, do you love your teammates? Because I know for me, like, I would work my butt off over the summer and be at these 5 AM workouts, 6 AM workouts, doing extra work to just for the run test. Sometimes these run tests don't even really apply to the game, okay? You're just doing it so that make sure you're, like, ready for practice. And I always had this, this feeling of like that shows my commitment to my teammates and my commitment to the rest of my whole team in my school because I want to put my best foot forward for our own practices so that I can play as great as I can in practice. And so I'd say like that's always a teller regardless of, you're in high school trying to make varsity or you're on your college team, like the work you put in the off season is a real teller of your commitment to your teammates.